All right, you're up, Scott.
The horse I ride.
On a Demogorgon I ride. Trying. Stranger things tonight. All right. Well, I think it's just me and Scott, at least for the start. We'll see if anybody else wants to jump in later. Connie was a maybe, and it looked like the work wiped her out, so she's taking a nap. Reed, who sometimes joins us, or is a fairly normal one, has plans tonight. So it just leaves me and Scott. And Scott is not caught up on Stranger Things, so we can just bamboozle him and tell him all kinds of lies.
We can talk about Stranger Things seasons 1 and 2.
All right. And you play D&D too, right?
Yeah.
So you like familiar with the creatures that they based like the Demogorgons and the Mind Flayers?
A little bit, not. Honestly, we play a really loose version of it where it's kind of like come as it goes. You know? The guy, our dungeon master, uses the characters, but it's like not full on like.
Grab.
I don't think it's accurate to lore some of the time.
I want to have a border. I'm just eyeballing this. And I'm halfway through my sketchbook. This is the middle page. Tell because of the threads. In the middle of my sketchbook.
Tonight I'm starting a new one.
I should have this done well in time for the next convention and be able to put this in the auction. That's what I did with the last one. Somebody got a good deal. I mean, I made some money, but when you consider how many drawings are in it, it's a good deal. Okay, let's see. So I'm drawing. I'm going to be drawing Millie Bobby Brown's 11, and then the creatures from 3 of the seasons. So the Demogorgon, the Mind Flayer, and Vecna, who's in the current season. Did you like what the Nightmare on Elm Street series of movies franchise?
I've never seen them.
Really?
I had a conversation with Reed a couple weeks ago after we went off the air about this subject. Like, I'm not a horror guy, so
yeah, I'm not a horror guy either. But I mean, it was so ubiquitous in the 80s and 90s.
Right. But yeah, so I was like, I didn't see, like, well, I told him, what did I see? I saw Poltergeist and I saw The Exorcist. Other than that, I didn't.
I think Poltergeist is the one I actually saw with my mom.
That's did they remake that one recently?
I don't. Well, they may have. I don't keep up with that stuff, so. Well, this is, I know you haven't watched season 4 yet, but this is kind of what Vecna looks like. And the reason I was asking about Nightmare on Elm Street is his abilities are kind of similar to Freddy's. He doesn't attack in the sleep, but he puts people in a trance.
I know all what goes on in Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, and so Vecna puts people in a trance, and then once and then you go into like his realm or whatever you want to call it. And if you die in his realm, then you die in the real world. Kind of.
Yeah. They said this is the biggest American, or at least this isn't the biggest American streaming thing on Netflix.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, it's like the first streaming thing that kind of really captured everybody's attention.
Right.
You watch it on the Comic Jam page?
Any of the what?
Do you have the stream playing on the Comic Jam page?
No.
Oh, okay. Just wonder if you had one viewer from Comic Jam. I just wonder if it was you.
No, that's not. It is Darren.
Could be Darren, yeah. I was thinking about, because it's just been me and you lately, or just a couple people here and there, wondering, should we keep going? And I decided, the hell with it. I get to spend one night a week hanging out with my buddies. My buddy Scott. So as long as you want to keep doing this, Scott, we're going to keep doing it. Even if it's just me and you talking to each other and no one's watching it, we're hanging out with this.
That works for me. I'm okay with that. I don't know. If you have something to do, kind of thing, that's fine too. But
yeah. So that was my determination. As long as I can keep doing it, and as long as you're still up for it, then we're going to keep going.
That sounds like a plan.
It's just like my personal stream. People tell me, yeah, you should be doing this and this to get your numbers up. It's like, I'm not worried about it. It's like, if people want to come hang out, they'll hang out. If they don't, well, I'm going to do the drawings anyway. Yeah.
Right.
Weird angles.
How's your Spider-Man one?
So I got two people. I've got Sandy.
Yeah, I think I saw Sandy's one. Yeah.
And where's the other one?
I think Connie said something because I think I said I like that she put Vicky Vale or something.
Well, I had don't know what I did with Connie's. I had all the drawings handy. Let's see. Well, Connie I drew as in the Iron Spider outfit, but I don't know what to do with the drawing, Scott. Sorry. I thought I was right up there with Sandy's, but apparently I've just gone mental. Well, maybe it's in the scanner bed. That's what it is. So there's Connie as Iron Spider.
Ah, cool. Nobody likes Spider-Man.
Nobody likes the traditional Spider-Man, apparently. He's like,
Yeah, what's up with that?
because I gave him this, let me know what costume you want. And they both picked the more flamboyant costumes, not the traditional Spider-Man ones.
Oh, man. Not that I would, but if I were, I would choose the traditional one.
Yeah. But yeah, it went okay. I mean, well, I had to like stop in the middle of it for something, but then I came back and finished the second one. I guess I can give him. He's got like long hands on long fingers on one hand. Okay, that's what it is. I'm trying to figure out what I'm drawing here.
Is it Demogorgon?
Well, this is Vecna. This is going to be Vecna. Because I thought I could use like these tendrils that are holding him up, kind of like a Doc Ock thing going on, but then like have like this quadrant or this section right here and this section right here be the other demons. We'll see how. I don't know. Maybe miscalculating, but we'll see. So I put something right here. Maybe the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer is basically a mouth with legs.
What did they fight in season 2?
What's that?
What did they fight in season 2?
That was the Mind Flayer. That's this one that like grew up so that like it loomed over the upside down, like bigger than the town, kind of.
Right. That's the one that what's his name had a pet for a little while or something, right?
Right. They had this is the Demogorgon, right?
Right.
And then they had the small ones, which are the Demi dogs, I think.
Okay. I kind of remember that.
And then season 2, they had the Mind Flayer, and then the Mind Flayer was also in season 3, like attacking the mall. And then the Demogorgon's been in all the seasons, I think, in some form. He's in season 4 also, or it's in season 4. I don't know there's a gender for it. It's just a weird thing. I like the Demogorgon on this side. Flayer, which is again just kind of teeth, mouth with legs.
What year are they in right now?
I do not know. Let's find out. Let's see. Google. Stranger. Season 4. Year. $1986.
So was season 3 80? So that sounds like season 3 would have been 85. Did they make any Back to the Future references?
Yeah. The one kid that's got like messed up teeth. I think he was actually dressed as McFly. I think. I might be mistaken, but
I should probably watch season 3 before I watch season 4 then, right?
At least the last 2 episodes. So you kind of have an understanding what happens to Hopper and some of the people that in the show. At least where they wind up at the end of the season. So when you get into season 4, you understand where you're at. Vecna's texture's like drawing Swamp Thing. It's like, I don't know whether they're supposed to be like roots or veins or what, but he's got like all these like tendrils kind of wrapped around him. So I'm just kind of roughing in the detail, and I'll make it up more as I do the inking. Just trying to get the general shapes in there. I guess he's got one arm that's still kind of normal looking, or semi-normal looking, and the other's just like all gnarled.
Like the Hulk.
Yeah, the Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
Have you? Oh, you don't have Disney. I was gonna say if you've been watching Miss Marvel, but you don't have Disney.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Well, I don't even watch the DC TV shows.
I'm watching Superman and Lois.
No.
It's actually pretty good.
It's burned too many times, and I I get frustrated. So it's like I'd rather not watch it than get all bent out of shape. And,
Well, I mean, yeah, they're not the comics, obviously, but
Right.
the one thing I like about the Superman and Lois is they're doing the Boy Scout, you know.
Right. Well, I keep hearing that part. So it's like, okay, well, that's that. But Jackson, I'm really glad that he enjoys it, but it's like, I'm done with that kind of.
But I get so irritated when you hear creators saying you can't do Superman because he's a goody goody. It's like that's the whole freaking point.
Well, was it Mark Wade? Somebody said, um, you're not a good writer, or something. You can't. If you can't do it, then you're not a good writer, or something.
Yeah.
A good writer could write a really good Superman story without having to not make him the Boy Scout. Did you see?
Well, to me, the whole point was he is the godlike powers, but he chooses to use them for good. You know.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Why? I don't know.
This pen is really juicy tonight. Gotta be careful. One thing I like, the Vecna suit, the one that looks like Swamp Thing kind of, is like mostly practical. So the guy had to spend like 6 hours in the chair putting on this suit every day. And then they animated the tendrils so that they look like they were writhing, but most of the suit is practical. And Vecna's right up my alley. It's like drawing a zombie. Minutes in. Oh, just put comments on. I guess I have comments turned on. I don't think anybody's saying anything, but we'll check. Nope, nobody said anything.
What's the babysitter's name?
The guy?
Yeah, the guy that he started off really unlikable, and then it was like a weird character shift during the first season.
Hold on.
It's Joe Carey. That guy's name. The actor's
That's the actor's name, right?
Yeah.
Steve Harrington. That's the character.
name? Yeah.
So what are you watching these days? Anything?
Nothing new, really. A lot of it is like it's not really watching too, because it's kind of background what's going on. Like, it's on in the background, but I'm not really watching it. I have it usually on FXX most of the time, so it's just like
What is that?
FXX is one of those. I think it was a Fox, like FX. What is FX? Yeah, I think that used to be ABC or something. It's Freeform.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, I don't actually watch TV. I watch everything online.
yeah, well, if I'm not doing that, then I'm watching like I don't know. I got sucked down the rabbit hole this weekend. I was watching a lot of these weird YouTube, like real life story kind of stuff where like it's like like these really almost like 2020 kind of stuff where those kind of almost like movie like real life stories,
It's like docudramas.
kind of I guess where yeah like that you ever seen that movie Gone Girl with Ben Affleck?
I have not.
Uh, there's a thing that happened that seemed like it was almost based on the movie, but it was real life, but the ending of course was different because the lady went to jail in real life. Whereas in the movie, she kind of got away with it. I'm watching a lot back in the weird stuff. I don't know why. Rabbit hole. It's the you. I'm not saying.
So there's 3 people watching. Nobody's saying anything though. Say hello, damn it.
Hello. Hello, Clarice.
Is that me or you?
No, I think that was me. It's like Top Gun.
What's that?
It's like Top Gun music.
But it's StreamYard's quote unquote rock.
Oh,
Sure, be Top Gun if you want to be Top Gun. That was me, right?
yeah.
I don't know if you can see this on the camera. I have these ants in my house now.
Oh,
little tiny things. See them?
I'm not sure if I'm seeing that or if that's just a because it's there for. Oh, there I see that one. So that guy's scurrying.
Yeah, it's pretty irritating. I think it's because of all the fruits and stuff we have around now. I don't know if you saw the pavers I put down the other day because of the chickens, like tearing up my. There's one section of my yard that the chickens loved. And just tore the shit out of it. So I put pavers down to keep them away, and it's working so far. I mean, you used to go out every morning, there'd be like chickens outside waiting. The camera. All right, I gotta get this. Should have printed this bigger so I can see the details. Facebook user says very nice. I don't know who Facebook user is, but thank you.
Yay. Somebody's watching.
Who see who Facebook user is? really slow. That was Justin Lord. Hey, Justin. This be right up Justin's alley. He's a horror fan.
Good to have you here. What can I do for you?
Oh, your robot's propositioning us. All these are like teeth. All these things in the flaps and around the mouth. I'm just gonna use a white pen to do those. I'm not even gonna try to draw them in.
Easier that way. Oh, yeah.
The Demogorgon looks like something that Guillermo del Toro would have designed. I wonder who designed it.
Good question.
Because you remember like the Blade movie where the vampires' mouths opened up like that, right?
I think so.
Justin saying had a grandfather clock. You won't get that. I mean, I understand what he's saying because it's a reference from the episodes. But you don't think this is complicated enough, Justin? I don't know. We'll see. Yes, so they have it peeking through there. So we'll do the hint of the ribs here. He's saying, so it's not freehand now. I see it's sketched out. Well, it's still freehand. It's just inked. I'm just not that. I'm not that good to go straight to ink. And it's pretty loosely sketched. It's not. I don't generally do tight pencils. Just to help keep it loose. Let's see. One hand. Just since I don't have a hand on this side, I think I'll add one more tendril just to help break up the negative space right there. Justin, you want to come in and talk season 11 with us? I can give you the link.
Yeah,
Or season 4. 11's on my mind because she's in the drawing. He says they kill off one of the kids, one of this season, probably 11. It could be. Let's see. I can't. Yeah, I'll post it over on Facebook. Copy.
They kill one of the kids?
Well, I know they're planning a season 5. And I think in order to keep the stakes high, they have to kill off somebody, right?
Wow.
I mean, they killed off, one of the Max's brother, Billy, last time. I mean, I guess, granted, he wasn't one of the main characters, but, I think they still got to keep the stakes kind of high by killing somebody off. Okay, so... Mind Flayer. Justin, I put the link in, yeah, it's in there, but you should be able to find it in the comments section there. Same thing with the Mind Flayer. I'm not going to try and draw the teeth with the ink. I'll let the white be the teeth. And it looks like there's like just teeth randomly around the limbs too.
Is it?
I never noticed that before. So you would have been in what? Intermediate in the 80s?
Yeah, intermediate. Well,
So I graduated 85. Ron's saying they should kill off that kid Dustin. He's annoying. He's the comic relief, though. I don't think they want to kill him off. If anybody, they kill off Will Byers.
just need a catalyst for the whole thing, though.
He was for the season 1. But then, once they brought 11 in, they don't need to keep him around,
Oh.
Somebody here is Justin. Hold on, Justin.
Howdy.
Howdy, Justin. You're up late.
It's not that late to me. It's almost 2:00 a.m. here.
Ron says, I don't care. Get rid of him. Ron really hates Dustin. Why do you hate Dustin so much, Ron?
Oh, Dustin. I thought someone said it. He hates Justin. It's like what I do.
Now, Ron hates everybody, so don't feel bad.
At least Ron is on too.
Yeah, Ron listens while he's working, so he's probably working on. Well, Great North is already done, isn't it? Bob's Burgers movie's out. I don't know what Ron's working on now.
Oh yeah, he did the background stuff for Bob's Burgers, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I just remembered that he did that. That's cool.
Been watching your posts. Looks like horror convention season started back up for you, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. We started announcing our guests, and a lot of them are good friends of mine that I met like a decade ago.
Neither one of us are really big horror guys, but you were in. Wait, which one were you in though? You were in one of them too, right? Didn't you make an appearance in one of the horror movies?
I did. Me?
Yeah.
In a horror book or a movie? I'm not sure.
Weren't you in one? Yeah, weren't you? Did you make an appearance in one of the horror movies? Like a bit role, but.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm an indie film actor, so kind of whatever's thrown at me, I'll take it. It doesn't really matter if it's horror or what. But I was in a adult sci-fi, basically. Sci-fi sex comedy. Well, the sci-fi sex comedy, but then it depending on who's viewing it, they'll say it's like Skinamax or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, but that was a good like 8 years ago. I was in that film. That's called Space Babes from Outer Space.
Babes from outer space.
Yeah.
Space.
Great American cinema right there. But I was also I'm currently helping produce a movie called Parallels. That's a horror film. I'll be filming in October 3 features.
Oh wow, staying busy.
Yeah, well, sadly, I wish it was happening now. But it's not until towards the end of October. And then September, I have my horror conventions, and they're in Miami, well, Fort Lauderdale technically now, but down in Florida, here in Ohio, and I manage those. So,
what do you mean you manage them? What does that entail?
So, like, I hire all the staff, I manage them. So, the people that watch the tables, the security, I do all that. I'm a celebrity liaison, so I take the celebrities from the airport to the hotel. I provide per diems and stuff like that. So, everything else is already handled, but the per diems are handed out at that moment. I run the personal security for a couple celebrities from when they get picked up and when they get dropped off. But during the convention, I have my own crew that I manage. There's a lot of little jobs. It's just
there are little jobs.
Yeah,
just little people.
Sure. But I kind of got the piss. I take the piss on job, where no one really wants to take it, but I can do it, and I'm really good at it. So I just say, hey, give it to me,
Yeah. I may be a volunteer for KawaiiCon next year instead of having a table.
Do they have perks for the volunteers?
To get in.
Yeah. So, like, for some of my volunteers, the perks that I have is they'll get free photo ops, they'll get free autographs from, if they bring their own item in, I'll get the item signed for them. So, like, we have, like, Robert Englund and
I got 2 ants
people like that.
So. Die! Sorry, you little piss ants.
Dead ant. But yeah, I try to give the perks to my staff, and some people are volunteers, some people aren't. I kind of let them all blend in, so no one really knows who's getting paid and who isn't. I just guarantee that if you're a new person helping me out, you're a volunteer. But the veterans, it's still kind of a volunteer position. Some of them get paid in perks, but I make sure I take care of everyone.
That's cool.
But I've been doing it for 13 years, so it's like old hat for me. Everybody else runs around all stressed out because it's new to them, and I'm like, how about we do this like we've always have, you know, like it just works out.
So what else you been doing to keep busy, Justin?
Moved into a new house. Haven't really done any remodeling or anything like that, but I've been helping out the neighbors, meeting the neighbors in the neighborhood. They all have like decked out garages set up with like pool tables and radio equipment, everything else. I mean, a really great sound systems. And when I say radio equipment, one of them has his own personal radio station that he broadcasts for the neighborhood, and that's been fun. Hanging out with them, drinking almost every day, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I myself don't drink to get drunk, but it's nice to have an adult beverage with a group of guys compared to an adult beverage by yourself. Yeah. Really good group of guys. Like, we just talked about painting our neighbor's house behind me, and we're all going to pitch in and power wash the place and scrape the old paint off and paint it during the weekend the neighbor's visiting his mother. So
That's cool.
yeah, going to be a nice surprise to him. Hopefully he likes hot pink, because we were talking about like painting the back of his house hot pink, but everything else, you know, great. But still, we'll see.
Hot pink. Yeah, I could deal with that, I guess. My wife probably wouldn't go for it, though. Wrong thing. A former president of our guild, his first job was doing designs for a softcore porn film called Flesh Gordon. Not only did he design the Penisaurus of the film, he was also in the Penisaurus costume on screen.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did you see Flesh Gordon?
No, it's not really something I'd watch. But if they would offer me a movie role like that, maybe I would do it.
Defender of the universe.
Flesh.
I wonder if Queen did the soundtrack for that one too.
Somehow, I doubt it.
Yeah, me too.
Nope, time to take your medicine, Scott.
I'll be back.
Okay. Good to see you. Good to hear from you, Jason. Justin, sorry. My mind's shot. Justin.
My grandparents called me Jason until I was in 5th grade, so it's all good.
Which
It was just, they just kept on they always referred to me as Jason, and my parents were like, it's not nice to correct your grandparents. They're old, whatever. And I just got.
Well, I'm old, but you can correct me. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, you're not that. But I've been, you know, just antisocial sometimes, you know, and I see that you're online, and I'll pop in and look at it, and then just be like, I don't really want to chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw him. No, it's just I feel like if I hang around too long and I'm not in like the chatty mood, it's just I may come off as being like a prick, and I'd rather not. You know, I mean, I can be a prick, but I don't need to be.
That's kind of my normal state. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what color to do the background, but I don't want to go all the way to the edge.
One in the show, isn't the background just like a flesh tone that gets darker and darker with like hints of red?
Well, it depends on the scene because it's like either like a blue or a red. The backgrounds are all like blue or red.
Oh.
So I'm taking a lot of artistic license, It's like,
Yeah.
I just thought this would be a fun character to draw,
Yeah, I was hanging out with Robert at the last
England?
Horror Hound. Huh?
Look at you name dropping. You mean England, right?
Yeah. And
Right.
he brought up that he was in the show.
Fourth season.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, what do you do? And he almost spilled the beans. Like, he wasn't allowed to tell me. And like, he almost like told me everything about the show. He's a very talkative and nice guy. And we were in a green room just having
Seems
a
like it,
conversation. Well, he told me that his character has these prosthetics on the eyes. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Not realizing his character was going to be blind. I thought it was going to be something else. But it was nice to see him on the screen.
Well, I mean, and I was telling Scott earlier, I mean, a lot of the story. Have you watched season 4?
Me personally, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
waiting
a
for
lot
July
of
1st.
A lot of like the kind of story and stuff is inspired directly from Freddy. Like his
Yeah.
abilities. It's not. He's telling Scott he doesn't put people to sleep, but he like puts them in a trance, and then, it's like, hey, if you die in this world, you die in the real world.
Yeah, well, but in that version, a certain way that you die compared to Freddy, you could be dragged on a ceiling and, things like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still very neat. It's very well done. I can't wait till July 1st for the next installment.
What did you think? Did you watch the latest Doctor Strange movie?
I haven't seen that yet.
Because Sam Raimi directed that one,
Yeah.
and I think it's as close to a horror movie as Marvel will get. So
Are they not going to do Werewolf by Night?
That's on Disney Plus, isn't it?
Werewolf by Night is? I thought that was that Moon thing.
Well, the Moon Knight was already out, but I think Werewolf by Night's going to be a Disney Plus show.
But Disney Plus is in Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should be horrific. I mean, I don't know. As a fan of Werewolf by Night, I kind of know how I would like to see it, but I know how it works, and I'm, probably not going to get what I want.
Guitar, I'm not in Twitch watching, so I can't tell what that's supposed to be. I can see like a figure.
I liked your Weird Al thing that just popped up on the left side.
Weird Al. Oh. Yeah, that's Weird Al.
I need to get in touch with him.
I remember doing Weird Al.
I have a friend that has a radio station, or not radio station, but a radio show in Spokane, Washington. And the show's called Rusty's Radio Funhouse. And Rusty has Asperger's and is very high functioning, but still, needs assistance for certain things. Well, they gave him a radio show for 1 hour, and he gets the chance to play whatever music of his choice, and most of his choice is Weird Al and
Well, Rusty's got good taste.
Yeah. But he has a promo recorded by Dr. Demento, which is a connection to Weird Al. But
I mean, that's where Weird Al got his start, wasn't it? On Dr.
Yeah. But like, we still haven't been able to get a promo or bumper made from Weird Al for Rusty. I got a few other people. I'm waiting to hear from Cassandra Peterson to see if she'll do like an Elvira Halloween one for him. But yeah, I got what's his name? Crap. Lloyd Kaufman, which creator of the Chroma, Toxic Avenger.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
So I got him, and that's one of the people that he admires. So I'm also going to reach out to Kevin McDonald from Kids in the Hall. He also does voice work for like Disney and stuff like that, other things. He did an alien on Lilo and Stitch. But yeah, I got to reach out to those guys to see if they'll do like little, hey, you're listening to Rusty's Radio Funhouse, blah, 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 you know. Or, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. And you're listening
bumpers,
to,
right?
Yeah, bumpers and promos. So the promo would be, hey, on Friday night at 5 o'clock, please tune in to Rusty's Radio Funhouse. So hey, this is so-and-so, please tune in. You know, that's the promo. And then the bumper would be, you're listening to. But yeah, I haven't heard back from a few people. I was calling personally and be like, yeah, help with my friend.
Good luck with that, man. Guitar, did you want to jump into?
I've already got a few. I just need to get a few more.
So are you in Florida now, or are you?
I'm in Ohio right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I know you said the shows are in Florida. I was just wondering if that's where you were. When you said you moved, I wonder if you moved to Florida.
Oh no, heck no. Yeah, I couldn't afford that big of a move. I just bought a house on the other side of my town. So I was trying to buy the house that I lived in, and the guy didn't want to sell it after our land contract expired. And he didn't want to follow through with the agreement, to find out that he never paid the mortgage when we gave him payments. So the house went into foreclosure. And yeah, we moved out. We just bought a house on the other side of town. I don't really love my house compared to my old house. I liked my old house more. It was a lot bigger. But I wouldn't change the neighbors for $1 million, you know. Maybe $2 million, but you know, it's just because I'm greedy.
Scott, are you back?
I am back.
Okay, we should probably do a round. Obviously, people have seen what I'm working on, but you got something to show?
I got kind of something to
Put that in my paintbrush. Bring Scott up. And we got 11. We got Dustin. We got Will. And my mind is skipping on the other two names.
Yeah,
Jeff.
Who cares? Jim?
Mike,
and Mike. Okay, that's it. Mike, yeah.
Bobby. I'm just throwing random names out there. I honestly don't know the characters' names to save my life.
No, it's Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
that's
Yes.
Bobby Brown, right?
If I like the girl, who cares who you like? Nice. Get guitar with us now. All right. So that's Scott's.
Yeah, you got people.
So here's where I'm at so far on mine. Going together. So I'm gonna grab my water again.
The only thing I could probably show off is the posters I make, but I really just cut.
It's all good. We're just glad to have company, man. You know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy. You knew that already, Justin.
Why not so Mark?
Guitar, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Oh.
We got late quick. It's not too.
Oh, look. No worries. Guitar's got something to show. Look at this. Who's this?
Just a Pinterest, right?
Not a character from anything? I know that's not Stranger Things. So who is this from something or just a reference you found?
Just a reference I found.
Guitarra, have you met? I don't think you've met Justin. Justin, Guitarra?
Hi, I'm
Hello.
Justin.
I'm guitar. I do part stuff.
When I started streaming a long time ago at the beginning of the pandemic is when I met Justin. You know, I would throw this out. You know, if you want to come hang out, come hang out. Justin actually took me up on it. And Guitar is a recent addition, or a more recent addition, I should say. Been a few months now, right?
Yeah.
Have you had any problems with the people and hopping on?
No, because generally those are not since those knuckleheads on Facebook or not Facebook on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah. But no, I've been pretty lucky. You know.
We've had meetings for work in the past, and we sent out the link for people to tune in and just have a bunch of nudists pop on. We're like, oh crap.
Have a bunch of nudists?
Now we have private meetings. Yeah, like I say nudists. Like everybody was naked.
Show offs.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, they just want to, you know, share. All right, let's see. I'll put myself back. Guitar, you been watching Stranger Things?
I have not watched a single episode.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Yeah.
Guitar doesn't watch much of anything. He's still good to have around.
Yeah. I've watched Obi-Wan, the new episode. Have you seen the new episode?
Yeah, I'm all caught up on Obi-Wan.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil
You like
anything, but I liked what they did in this episode. Especially with like I don't know. I don't know if that's mentioned anything. But
Yeah.
like the training,
Like what they did with
scene,
Reva?
Oh yeah, that too. Wait, Reva, the one who?
Reva, the third sister.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Justin, you watching Obi-Wan?
I'm not. I mean, I started watching it and then just haven't had the time to get back to it. I don't believe it. You can't spoil anything for me because it's my option to watch it again. So.
Okay, no worries.
I feel like Mandalorian
Scott's-
has a bigger budget. That's what I'm gonna say.
Mandalorian what?
Probably had a way bigger budget.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Of the Disney Star Wars shows, I think the Mandalorian had the best production value, but the Boba Fett series was pretty disappointing for me.
Oh, I haven't seen it. They haven't even advertised it that much, honestly.
Well, it was extra painful because I'm a huge Ming-Na Wen fan, and then it's like, oh, they put her in the worst series.
Yeah. I didn't even know there was a Boba Fett series, and then one day I was on Disney Plus. I'm like, huh?
As far as the Obi-Wan series, I mean, they have a young version of Leia in it. Mild spoilers, but the actress, the little actress they cast for that's pretty good. I like her. They brought Hayden Christensen back for Vader, so that's kind of cool. You know who they need to bring back and give him some justice? Jar Jar. They need to bring that guy back and give him some love.
Yeah. What did you
That
think
poor
about
guy
young
got so
Anakin
harassed.
and Obi-Wan? What did you think about the CGI for like the younger versions of them, or like their faces in that one scene where they were? I don't want to say too much.
You talking about for Obi-Wan and Anakin?
Yeah.
They didn't really do much CG to him. That was a weird thing because they had the flashback scene and they didn't de-age them really. So it's like they're supposed to be like 20 years previous, but they look like 40-year-old dudes now, you know?
Yeah.
But they're both good actors, so they kind of pull it off, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So I've got one person in the room that's watched Obi-Wan. I've got one person in the room that's watched Stranger Things. I feel like that Stephen Wright bit, you know, it's like I like to reminisce with complete strangers. You know, granted it takes longer. You know.
I need to watch Mandalorian season 2. I still haven't watched it.
Mandalorian season 2. They're working on season 3.
Oh, okay.
There's actually a leaked trailer out from season 3. Yeah, I guess they showed it at the recent D23 or whatever, or not D23. It was Star Wars Celebration. They showed a trailer, and somebody went through and like pieced together bits that they found online to make a fairly complete trailer. But it's like shot at weird angles and stuff, you know, because people weren't supposed to be recording stuff.
Yeah, the cell phone. The camcorders. Oh, I just saw your Black Panther piece. Just scrolling by. I like that one.
I'm not sure which one that was, but okay.
Oh,
is it the one with Shuri?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't really get the likeness very good, but the costumes look good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's all right. What else are we going to talk about? Justin, anything else you'd like to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. I was just thinking about how one of these days I need to get some images made of a character that I tell my daughter stories about. So we have a character we call Biz, There's a little girl that works in a circus. Pretty much a Pippi Longstocking type story I tell my daughter. But yeah, I told her one of these days I should make a little book for her. I'm watching you do this going, my drawing abilities and everything, not that good.
Yeah. I don't think I get an illustrated book.
That's not how I would want it done. Would be probably like every 4 page of image. You know, that simple circus tent and little girl standing beside it. That's one image. Nothing big. But I'll figure it out when the time comes. It's just, there's so many stories to it now. I probably have over 80 stories I've shared with her. And they're all created by like whatever's going on in that day. And I'm like, oh yeah, there was this. And Winter was sick my daughter's name's Winter. Winter was sick one day. And for the bedtime story, it became Biz was sick. And her name's Biz because it's Elizabeth, but she goes by Biz for short. And like I explained how she couldn't go to work at the circus and so on and so forth. So it's just, the better was going to the grocery to get chicken noodle soup. And the grocery has gnomes inside it. So she meets the grocery gnome and she doesn't know if it was a fever or if it was an actual thing. Or fever caused her to hallucinate or what. But it's all set back in the past too. So it's like before cameras, before this and that. So.
Interesting. Yeah, do something with that, man.
Maybe one day. I know I believe my work is doing a contest right now for like a t-shirt design or maybe a cover for the magazine because they have a magazine. Send you a link in case if you want to do it with somebody else. Watch, it's already expired. Like watch the contest is over, but.
What kind of stuff are you looking for?
They'll give you like a subject and you create whatever it is. So it's going to be a horror genre. Could be killer clowns from outer space or something like that. That's kind of the theme we're going with right now. We're also going with Hocus Pocus because we got the cast of Hocus Pocus coming to our conventions.
Oh, that's cool. I know you've done stuff with them before, right? Kathy and Jimmy seems like she'd be a fun person to hang out with.
I haven't worked with everyone from Hocus. I've worked with like Thora Birch and the guy that does the cat's voice or whatever. I forget what his name is. That's been years, so they probably don't even remember who the hell I am, which is fine. But like Killer Clowns, I know that cat. So like,
What are we doing for time? Hour and 26 minutes. I think I'll be able to get this done. At a point now where I switched over to markers, so we go faster.
be right back.
I had an idea for like children's book
Was
a
that
long
car?
time ago. I had an idea for a
Mhm.
children's book a long time ago.
Oh yeah. What was your idea? You want to share?
I'll see if I can find like the rough drafts of it. I need to update CSP first. But I'll bring it up once he's done updating. Oh, this may take a minute.
So the theory is that the number 1 is actually number 11's or whatever father.
Really? I haven't heard that.
So if you figure out his age, when he was, spoiler by the way, when he was a child and what he did to his family, he could be old enough to be her father.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that as far as the age.
Yeah. And the mother you saw in the previous season, where they take her from a mother, and the mother, they never established who the father was, so it could have been a not necessarily like a happy couple, but maybe she was inseminated.
Yeah, that would actually kind of make sense with the Hawkins Institute. They're not reputable people.
Have you done one of those negative drawings where you, after you're done with everything, you go through it with a big black Sharpie or black paint, and then draw the inverted image on the black?
I've done, like white on black. I don't know if that's what you mean, but
Yeah, but like taking something like this and then putting black like lines through it, and then drawing the white on black.
because I've drawn on black paper, and I've drawn, with just white. I've also done scratch board a long time ago. I don't know if you're familiar with that. But scratch board, basically, I mean, the way we did it in class was you did like wax paper and ink over it, and then you scratch the ink off. I think I need to make our pupils bigger.
What do you think of the Batman movie?
It's okay. I mean, Scott, you're up. He wants to know about Batman. Scott?
Can you give me a minute? I'll be right back.
Scott's a huge Batman fan, so he's never met a Batman he didn't like.
I was just trying to think of something for us all to talk about.
I don't think Guitar has seen Batman. Have you?
No.
You said Guitar doesn't watch much, but he's still fun.
I just watch YouTube, Twitch, and Obi-Wan. That's about it.
Well, I've been watching a lot of political stuff, but I don't think we need to talk about that.
Yeah, let's just talk about the I can't even speak. Economical. I can't words right now.
What am I doing?
Okay, Justin was asking, what do we think about Batman?
Batman's the greatest superhero of all time.
Now the recent movie.
I biasly say that though.
Did you like the Pattinson's Batman?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I liked it. I liked all of them.
That's
My least favorite is Val Kilmer, but that doesn't mean I don't like Val Kilmer. I'm saying if I had to rank them, Val Kilmer was probably my least favorite.
Why didn't you like Val? What was wrong with Val?
It's not I didn't like him. I just said if I had, like, if I'm put in a situation where I gotta put him in some kind of ranking thing,
Yeah, I get it.
Who was your favorite Batman?
Ooh, maybe it might be West. Adam West.
I knew you were going to say that.
Mine is a tie between Adam and the Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, see, if you're going in that direction, right? Because live action or animated, but animated hands down, yeah, that's kind of like.
It's surprising. I mean, I'm not an animated guy, but I was just surprised how many people have voiced Batman over the years.
Yeah. There's a guy from Hawaii that's voiced Batman.
Really? Who's that?
Yeah. What's his name? He did the voice of Batman in the Beware the Batman. Anthony Ruvibar.
Yeah, not familiar.
Yeah, but he was born over here, so.
See, I found out about that because I'm an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, and Jason O'Mara was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then I found that Jason O'Mara had done the voice of Batman. It's like, what?
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like him as Batman.
Dietrich Bader, that's one that kind of threw me off. Really? Dietrich Bader?
Yeah. Batman the Brave and the Bold.
How was Dietrich?
He was good for the version that he was portraying, because that series was a little bit more, goofy. It was more like 50s Batman, 40s, 50s Batman, where things started getting kind of like, because that was the one where he was teaming up with everybody.
I'm gonna Let me sharpen my pencil real quick. Second. We're going to start doing more digital stuff. I don't know if you guys saw. I picked up a 24-inch pen display.
Oh, small.
You're not using it.
No, because I wanted to do this one traditional. But, should be fun. I still prefer doing traditional work anyway, even though I have it.
I tried doing digital stuff. My hand shakes too much. I still get shakes.
Stabilize it. The spam stabilizer.
Well, I think it's because of the after the transplant, my hand sometimes I still get tremors in it.
I don't know that they're aware of the transplant, Scott.
Oh, sorry.
You want to talk about it?
I can. It's just had a heart transplant coming up on 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
God, 2 years. So when you watch the streams and you hear Scott's medicine alarm go off, it's because he's got you taking. What are you taking? Blood thinners?
No, immunosuppressants
Immunosuppressants.
and some other stuff. But yeah, that's mostly the immunosuppressants.
I hate to be a party pooper, but it's like 2:40 a.m. on my end. So
No worries, man.
I'm
Good
at
to
now.
hear from you again, Jason. Justin. Gee, I don't know why I keep saying Jason. Justin, good to have you back.
it's all right, John. I mean, Michael.
Just call me Mitch or something, just to make it even.
Miguel.
Okay. All right. Take care,
All right.
Justin.
All right, see ya. Bye.
Good night.
Take it easy.
Where is he from again? I mean, what? Oh, Ohio, yeah. So it is
Ohio
that
gozaimasu.
Ohio. All right. Ohio. Wow, yeah, he's kind of late.
Well, guitar is up pretty late too, though. But I think that's normal for you, right, guitar?
Sometimes.
Are you up in Canada or where? I'm sorry, where are you from?
I'm in Canada yet.
Where's Sandy from?
I want to say, is it Chicago? I'm probably getting it wrong. Sorry, Sandy.
Sandy will join us pretty late too.
Yeah.
Hey, Erwin can join us now.
Yeah. Well, what's I want to say Japan is 10 hours difference?
It'd be about 3:41 in the afternoon right now. Where he's at.
Yeah.
They're like 5 hours back ahead of us. 5 hours back of us.
Message him, tell him to get on. Erwin is a friend of ours that just moved to Japan for a job.
I knew a guy who moved to South Korea recently. He was a teacher. CSP update faster.
What's updating?
CSP. Clip Studio. I don't know if you guys can hear me from this distance. Maybe I should move closer to the mic.
Clip Studio, I heard you.
Okay.
Dark red. Dark red. And brown. Might work. Let's try that. What can I do about her pupils? Can I make them bigger? What do you think? Do I dare? Or just make the outside rim a little thicker? Alright. Paint pen. Make sure it's working. Okay. Time to add teeth. Teethus. You see why I didn't try to draw them in? That way they don't have any black outlines or anything like that.
Easier. Because I'm a cowboy. What was the sheriff guy's name again?
Hopper.
Hopper.
Hellboy. Did you watch how that recent Hellboy
No.
with David Harbour?
I think was it? I think we were talking about it one time, and it's like I think David Harbour is bigger, taller than Ron Perlman, but he looks so much smaller in his
Well, he's taller, but he wasn't as Dorito shaped as Ron at the time. So it's a chunkier looking Hellboy. I don't know, I watched that, and it's not horrible, but it just didn't feel done. You ever run into a show like that? It's like, you know, like they needed to spend another 3 months or something finishing it, you know, just to... do here. I'm using a lot of bright white just to give it that kind of wet look.
You got a paint pen?
Not
It
even
is,
a
yeah.
marker.
It's a Posca paint pen. So it's acrylic water-based paint. That's what the Poscas are. So I use a Prismacolor pencil and a Posca pen. I kind of gave up on the Uniball gel pens. They just weren't consistent enough. I mean, they're great when they work, but I had inconsistent working issues with them. So I've learned to use the Posca pens or the manga liner pens.
Is it easier to use? Those are not the ones you used for the shirts, huh?
The Poscas are what I use for the shirts, yeah. Don't like that. Just gonna grab some. This is too dark. I have some. So I'm trying to create like Vecna as the focal point, obviously, but I like having like textured dots. It's just kind of it kind of breaks up like where colors may not have applied consistently, so your eye doesn't read it as easily. And it gives a unifying pattern for your eyes to latch onto. And it hides spots if you accidentally have drips.
Easy peasy.
You can say, "Oh, I meant to do that." Those are intentional. done on time. Oh, perfect. An hour and 52 minutes. Almost done. Guitar, you going to be streaming after this?
I don't think so.
Have you been getting many views on your streams recently? I know. I see you've been doing it again.
They've been kind of down. Numbers have been down. But maybe that's just when I stream. Other time, I like times.
Well, that's the weird thing of being here in Hawaii. Like, when most people are streaming, I'm either at work or I'm asleep.
Yeah.
And then when I stream, it's usually late at night for folks like you, you know. But I'm lucky enough to get some night owls, you know.
Yes, sir. This update is taking a minute.
Hey, do you have a Canadian tuxedo? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't know if that's a direct reference or something, but I do that.
That's the denim suit.
Canadian.
Call that Canadian tuxedo. You never heard that before?
Nope.
Canadian. All right. Just want to go around stuff with the black, and then I'm gonna call it done, I think. Actually, I think I need to do some darkening in the Mind Flayer. What you singing there? I heard some singing. So you still trying to get an update so you can show us your book idea? Was that what you were waiting on?
Yeah. I think it's finally just something 20 minutes later. Let's see.
Sorry to put my hand in the drawing as I'm going, but because I'm using watercolor, the paper's kind of cockled a bit. So I got to kind of flatten it down so I'm not making ripply lines. This paper's not designed for watercolor.
Clip Studio with X is on it. Or Pro 2X. I don't know what that is, but
Yeah, I gotta fire up Clip Studio and get used to it.
I would say, all right.
Guitar, you said you watched Obi-Wan. Did you watch the various animated shows too, like Clone Wars and Rebels?
I watched Rebels for a wee bit, and Clone Wars, like way back.
Because this latest Kenobi had, some of those feels, kind of. It felt like one of the animated shows with the flashback scenes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It seems like something Filoni would have done with the animated ones.
Let me share my screen. It's like it's written. I don't know how to explain it, but it's written almost like I don't know. It could be turned into like a book or like a short film kind of thing. If I ever learned to animate. Share.
I'm looking. I don't see anything.
1 second. Boom.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I think I remember seeing this before.
Yeah, this is a while back.
Yeah. You'll have to explain what we're looking at, though, because
Wow.
it's
There's a whole
your
lot.
thought process is it's interesting. I give you that.
Yeah.
How you diagram out your thought process.
Alright, so like this is like the map on the ground. Yeah, let me highlight stuff.
Like when we first met you, I think this is one of the first things we saw.
Yeah. I really did nothing with it. It just sat. So pretty much hold on. This will like load. Do this. So this is like the blueprint for like the town or city. And I just took this, then I converted it to like a 3D model of it. Or just like this small area. And then it was like, do you know where the wind blows? Or how? I'm butchering my own book. But pretty much, these are like the different scenes it flows through. Like here. That I wanted to put in here. And this is like the text. I don't even know where it starts. But it just flows. So this is like one text, and then it goes to this, and then this, and then that. It's like a conversation being had. And I had this idea of like a grandpa telling a story to two is it nieces? I don't know. Nieces, nephews. And yeah, my thought process is all over the place. And it just flows from here to here and then that. It makes sense to me when I'm doing it, but then anyone else is like, what is this? It looks like confusion. But yeah. I should
As
actually
long
do
as you
something
understand,
with
that's the
this.
important thing, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it.
All right. Can you zoom in on the town?
Oh yeah.
I like the isometric concept. I know I've looked at this before, but it's kind of cool. Do something with guitar.
I have to.
I'll remind you every time I see you from now on.
Do something with that thing that you made so long ago. And there's other scenes too. There's a one where it's like the bedroom setup for like where the town is showing.
All right, last looks. So I'll put mine up, and Scott, get ready. We'll go to you. So here is, I'll hold it up and hopefully make it a little straighter. So there's my Stranger Things sketch for the day. Little Vecna, little Mind Flayer, little Demogorgon, and of course 11. You can't do a Stranger Things piece without 11, right? I think I need to put some darker color in her hair, but it's a nice layout. I think, you know, having the tendrils that hold him up be part of the framing, I think works. I have a dark warm gray real quick. And just put some. So I'm just looking at her hair going, she needs some more dark in there. All right, now I'm done. All right, Scott, you ready?
Hi.
Scott's got a whole poster going on there. Look at that. That's Hopper in the background.
Yeah, I should have done the hat.
All the '80s clothes. This is the season 1 look, right?
Yeah.
Big old walkie-talkies. Brick walkie-talkie. All right, is that the one piece?
Yeah.
Or did you do that? Okay. Guitar, you have anything you want to show before we sign off?
Not really.
Go first.
I think I already closed it. When I was out there,
that's fine.
That's
You cool. It's all good, man. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, Scott, we got a topic for next week or not?
No. Not yet. Not offhand.
Because it's next month that we're going to do the Kakaido one, right? That's in
Right.
July.
Yeah, the first week of July. Is it the first
That sounds good.
I wasn't planning on streaming, but now I'm thinking about it.
It's good, man. Go do it. Me, I'll probably grab something and go to bed. That'd be my after stream thing here. Got some chicken upstairs. Next week. Anybody have any ideas for next week?
Obi-Wan.
You can do Obi-Wan. I could draw Reba. I like Reba.
Did we do Star Wars recently?
We did. We've done Star Wars before. Yeah. I don't know how recent it was. I did a Leia sketch the other day, but that wasn't part of the stream. It wasn't part of this. I did. Because I like this little girl so much, I said, well, I got to draw Leia in the different ages. You know, young Leia, middle Leia, and older Leia. So, halfway through my book now.
Wow.
Oh, snap.
Witcher. We did a Witcher stream. That's what's that? Arcane. Gendy Tartakovsky. We did a stream based on his stuff. Mutants. We did. Image Comics. That's Image Comics. This was I want to say Valentine's Day. What's her name? Batiti, I think, right? Who plays the goddess on American Gods? We did a Transformers one, and Teen Titans one. Look at that, Disco Nightwing. And then what was this one again? I can't remember the.
Akira Toriyama.
Okay. We've done Moon Knight, and then we did Bruce Timm. We did Vikings. And we did Samurai, right? And we did a mashup, Samurai Jedi, and there's Usagi and Toshiro Mifune. And we did Cowboys, so I did Jonah Hex and Cowboy Spawn. And then what was Doctors and Nurses, right? Doctor Who and the nurse from Silent Hill and Dr. Detroit and Dr. Quinzel. And the latest stream was my own, and this is my Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month, Asians of Shield. And this was somebody said, you know, would really piss off the old neckbeard Star Wars fans if you had like Jedi Ewoks, and somebody else said Jedi Jawas. So of course I had to draw that. And then Umbrella Academy's coming back, and it's Pride Month, so I did Vanya / Victor and Rawhide Kid. And did we ever determine how to say this character's name? Is it Dakin or Dakin?
I think
Or Dakin?
Dakin most of the night, though.
And then we did the George Paris stream. So I did Raven and Trigon, both characters he created. And then this was just the other day. I did this is Thothamon from Conan the Barbarian. I just like I picked up Conan number 5, and I like the way that Mahmoud Azrir drew the character. I like his character design, so I figured I'd give him a shot. And Stranger Things. Look, that's halfway through my book.
Wow. How about Barbarians? I've seen that last one. The last one.
You want to draw Barbarians?
I don't mind. That's a category.
Well, we can't do Batman every week, Scott.
Well, I know that. Well, I mean, it's good because it pushes us into a different direction, right?
Vikings.
Well, we did Vikings. That wasn't too long ago. That's what when I did the ones from How to Train Your Dragon. That was the that was a Viking stream. So that was 2 months ago, 4/27. And this is from Norseman. What else is fresh in and current right now? I mean, we could do Obi-Wan. We could do Stranger Things we just did. What will be out by next week? Anything? Do Top Gun.
Pleasure to help.
What else is hot right now? Anything? We already did Pride Month, so we don't need to do more Pride stuff.
Secret Agents.
Just do Spies. You know, do Spies. So you got you could do James Bond, you could do Jason Bourne, you could do Mission Impossible.
Jason Bourne.
You could do Mr. Bean. What's his Johnny English?
Yeah.
I like that idea. Let's do Spies.
Okay.
Spies like us.
Like that old, Spies Like Us. I was going to, the cartoon. Or no, Totally Spies. You seen that one?
Totally Spies. What about Mad Magazine Spy versus Spy?
Yeah. There you go.
That was Mad, right? Or was that Cracked? I always get those two mixed up.
He was mad.
Pretty sure it was Mad. All right, so next week, Spies. Scott, thanks for joining. And I know we don't get as many people as we used to, or we do sometimes, but Scott and I said at the beginning of this, like, as long as Scott's willing to do this, we're going to keep doing these, whether or not anybody watches or attends.
We're just hanging out.
Because it gives me 1 day a week to hang out with my buddy Scott, you know?
Thank
So
you.
we'll keep doing this. So next week, Spies, Guitar, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
No worries.
And Justin, I know Justin's already gone, but we thank Justin for joining in too and saying hi. All right. So we'll say aloha.
Aloha. See you guys next
Real
week.
shock you there.